Welcome. Hope you're having a lovely week. Start of the week. Let's see what messages want to come through. Anything we need to know about this week in particular? What can we expect today, tonight, this week? Okay, electric ideas. Be open to sudden flashes of inspiration and act on them to find new paths. A creative surge is like an ace of wands. And then we have by any means necessary. So you're going to feel like an inspiration to do something, and you won't, like maybe normally you would let challenges get in the way, or the what ifs get in the way. But right now, this inspiration that you're feeling has you blasting off, and you're feeling like I'm getting it done by any means necessary. Nothing's going to derail me or delay me. You have like kind of a new lease on life is what I'm feeling. What a way to start the week or the day. Let's see here. As I jump these around, let's see what's next. I am unused to being told what to do, particularly by someone I outrank. Okay, we can take that many ways, but let's see with its combination here. That invitation carries a spiritual price. So a spiritual price. I'm not used to being told what to do by someone I outrank. Spiritually, an invitation. I don't know, this is kind of crazy, but I guess in the midst of you feeling fired up and ready to go and nothing's going to get in your way, there may be someone that wants to tell you how to run your life or give you some kind of negative feedback, maybe I don't know, about your plans. Maybe if you have a friend or someone who's not really, let's see, how can I put this? I guess they really are not noticing or seeing what you see. Maybe, for instance, in a particular project or investment, maybe they don't have faith in it, but it isn't really for them to feel, because it's your path. It's something that is planted in you. It's the seed, the ace of wands or the ace of pentacles, whatever it is planted in you. It's not planted in them. They don't have to validate it. They don't have to notice it or think it's the way to go. It's not for them. So that's probably something they need to understand. But particularly someone you outrank spiritually, you may be on another level spiritually. They can't. They wouldn't. Maybe they're not even noticing their own path or what they're supposed to do. How are they going to validate yours? A lot of people that are on path make the mistake of listening to people who don't even have a clue about their own path, much less yours. So Spirit's saying, look forward. Don't look this way or that way for any advice or any way to go, or, just keep going. Motivate yourself. That's what that fired up is about. That's why you're feeling that inspiration by any means necessary, because you're not going to wait for a cheerleading team. It hasn't come, so why would you wait for it, right? You're your cheerleading team. You're your own squad. Wow. Okay. I saw practice. I'm not going to ignore that. Maybe you have to practice. You need to do something more often, if not like literally practicing a sport or an instrument. It's saying like just do more of whatever it is. Invest more time in it. Okay, you and I are such similar creatures, Vivian. We both screw people for money. Okay. So this person thinks that you are like them. Maybe this person is not on a spiritual path, but they use more, boy, I'm trying to walk this line carefully. Maybe they use more 3D, lower vibrational methods of thinking of how to get ahead, you know, whether it's literally, you know, body work for money, or it is using people, just like low vibrational, you know. I'm thinking of like the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, literally using someone to get ahead, a gold digger or something like that. But they have you mistaken. You're not like that. You're not coming from that mindset. You're going to make it your own way with your own skills and abilities and faith. It's not going to be on the back of someone else or stepping on someone else or on your back. It's not going to be like that. So, and then with that came an abrupt stop. Wow. Maybe this means an abrupt stop, if not of the friendship, of knowing this person. An abrupt stop meaning like put an abrupt stop to them thinking that you'll entertain these conversations or indulge this way of being. Maybe make them understand that you just are not on the same page. Okay, I don't know how you will be able to, because this is not somebody that's aligned with you, and it doesn't work in relationships romantically. It also can interfere with friendships, and this is where it can interfere. So unless this person can like adjust and not because I heard once someone saying that when you're around someone lower vibrational, you meet them where they are. Rarely do they meet you where you are. So you will always feel like you have to try to pull them up, or you will be gradually taken down in order to fit. You know what I mean? So an abrupt stop of this behavior, of this friendship, of this connection, it may be called for. Okay, oh wow. Let me do some mix up here instead of going, because I didn't mix it up, and I'm glad, because I didn't want to. Here you go. Toxic. The other one was a little bit more harsh, so we'll take toxic. And love shouldn't feel like spiritual warfare. So maybe this friendship even feels like something where you've got to brace yourself for what are they going to say next about. You want to be excited. You want to come and sit and tell about the most recent progress you made in whatever you're working on. But you can't, because you already feel the energy is going to be lackluster at best, or they're going to put you down. They may even laugh at it, or depending on what their maturity level is, it doesn't feel like they have a high maturity level. So yes, this person, this is a toxic connection. So let's get an angel message for this friendship. Maybe the angels will have more encouraging wisdom for you, or not wisdom, but encouraging outcome, advice about how to deal with this. They're sticking together, these cards. Thank you. Waiting. The impulse to act may be strong, but this is not the moment. Energies are still in motion, and unseen factors have yet to be revealed. Remain centered until the path stabilizes, for the next step will be revealed at the right time. Okay, so they're saying you might be feeling fired up, but maybe wait, slow down before you act on whatever this is that you're fired up about. But the practice card came out, so maybe you should be putting more energy into it, but wait before you do something like, maybe for instance, if you're writing a book, before you publish it, there's more work to do. So work on it, but don't hit that button, that launch on a website or something like that. Freedom. 555, change, big change. Your calls for freedom are heard and the day of liberation is arriving. What once limited your voice or your power will be dismantled. So you've been waiting for freedom is what I'm getting with these two together, the way they look here together on the table. And you don't have to wait any longer is what they're saying. Okay, one more. Maybe it involves letting go of this connection, that toxic connection, and you'll feel freer about what you do. Maybe this person is in your ear. Even when you're not together, it's like something you can't escape the last thing they said about what you're working on. Yeah, misalignment. Freedom from this misaligned connection. That's what's going on here. You may be moving in a direction that no longer reflects your highest truth. If the way forward feels foggy or forced, it may be time to change your course or make a course correction, right? I think this is about that friendship that was just explored here. That's going to free you up in more ways than you can imagine. Even if it means like, just not telling them as much as you used to until you kind of like, you'll find more and more over time that you don't speak to this person as often. You're not going to be a frequent connection is what is going to happen. So even if you don't want to like completely sever ties, you can just decrease how often you allow them into what you're doing, pretty much. So I hope this has helped you, and I'll see you in the next reading.